All right, my friends. I'm here in Wellington in New Zealand, in case you hadn't noticed with this signage here all around me. It's a sunny day. It's the first sunny day that there's been in, I don't know how long. It's been, I don't know, maybe about 5 days of just Antarctic blasts. Yeah, it's been pretty bad, and rain. So yeah, we're going to go for a walk on the waterfront with this 360 video that you can watch in 8K, 30 frames per second using the Insta360 X4. If you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe for more like this and lots of other things around recording your life and sharing it with the best cameras possible, making it easy for you to do that. And if you aren't new here, welcome back. You may have heard me saying that I was going to start a separate channel for these kinds of videos, but actually I don't think I am. It's too much hassle, and I think that actually they sit quite well on this this channel anyway. Now, don't forget, you can scroll around here if you're watching this on a YouTube screen. If you play with the settings, I'll link a video in the video description which tells you the best way to make sure you're watching this in the best quality. It is 9:30 a.m. and I'm recording this using a Rode Wireless Pro as well, hooked up to the Insta360 X4. So you'll get the best experience in terms of audio, hopefully, as well. Now, I'm going to be leisurely walking along here for 10-15 minutes or so. I've got the exposure set to minus 0.3 just because the sun's a little bright here behind me. I will change direction in a little while, but just to kind of like correct a little bit for that, so it's not too blown out. And hopefully you'll get a good experience watching this. You'll see here as well, just side of me, these are Harbour trees. So these are blooming around this time of the year here in Wellington. And you'll also see on the ground underneath, if you scroll around, a lot of the blooms have actually fallen because of the rain in the last few days, which is a real shame because they were magnificent and real bright red just a few days ago. But anyway, you get to see a little bit here now, right here behind me. Now, at the time I'm recording this, it is the weekend before Christmas 2024, and I don't know about you, but it's been a heck of a year for me. It has been really very kind of like eventful, up and down. I think many people are feeling that at the moment. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're feeling like this is just kind of like same old for you. Let's just have a little look around this area here. There's some nice interesting bits of water here that I want to show you. Over here, just in front of me here, this big sort of angular building, that's the National Museum of New Zealand. It's called Te Papa, and for short, you'll see, you might be able to make out the sign just over there. Oh dear, that's not good. A couple of sunken plastic chairs there that have been possibly pushed in there last night with some last work revelry. Anyway, no, not a good look. But yeah, this is the Wellington Waterfront. We're in the CBD. It's very quiet here on a Saturday morning. Oh, it looks like these kids are going to jump into this water, or at least they look like they're going to maybe do it.
I know, it's scary.
I'm thinking about going in or not. Not sure if they're going to make it or not. Let's have a look over here.
We're going to go right.
I don't think they're going to make it. Anyway, we're going to move on. I wouldn't actually go in that water. It's not particularly nice water. Yeah, it can, particularly after a period of rainfall, yeah, that water can be kind of like not great. Yes. So, people walking around here. This is kind of like where people walk at lunchtime, go for runs in the morning. Very much a part of how Wellington functions in the CBD. It's part of Wellington life. Now, hopefully I have got this wind muff here making a difference to how the sound is being captured, because it is actually quite a windy, breezy morning here, and I am thankful that I've got a little bit of blue here Now we are expecting it to get quite warm today. I think there's a whole bunch of warm air heading our way, possibly over from Australia. It's going to get up to 25 degrees, but they are also predicting possible thunderstorms this afternoon as well. Now, after I finish this video, I'm packing up and then I'm going to be going to a cricket match for a few hours, watching New Zealand women versus Australia women at a place called the Basin Reserve. If you check my channel, you'll see a couple of photos that I'll upload there, dated today, which is, let me see, 21st of December. So yeah, look back on the community posts on my channel if you want to see those. But yeah, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you don't miss out on new videos. I'd love to have you as a regular viewer. Thanks for watching this one. And I've got a ton more 360 videos in Christchurch, Queenstown, and other places where I've just been kind of like walking, doing this kind of like city walking stuff in New Zealand. Oh, this is the guy running past here. This is what New Zealand is like. This is the captain of the All Blacks here, Ardie Savea. Here he is, just running past over here. He also plays in Japan too. So yeah, Ardie Savea, just running along. And that's kind of like New Zealand is like. You could just be walking along and you can see some real kind of like, you know, people who are famous in New Zealand and overseas maybe a little bit if you're a rugby follower. Yeah, just kind of like walking around, getting on with their lives. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few of the New Zealand-Australia cricket team, but although I think they'll be out warming up on the ground. I just went past on my scooter earlier and I think I saw them there. So yeah, just a reminder to kind of like make sure you're scrolling around. You can see here, this is like a little lagoon kind of like area where often people will have little paddle boats in the middle of the summer. We're kind of like approaching the area at the time when it's going to be good weather. Oh, you can see some rowers out there with a canoe. Yeah, we're approaching this sort of like good time weather in Wellington, which is really probably January and February. That's our summer months. December is still pretty changeable. And here's a little four-wheel bike that you can take out. They're opening up business for the day. You can take those out and ride on those around the waterfront. Okay, let's carry on walking down here. We'll get to where the other kayak place is and the climbing place. We'll go and have a quick look in there as well. But yeah, there's lots of places just opening up here now. It's late on a little bit later on a Saturday morning. People coming out, having a coffee, just watching the world go by. Definitely runners. And yeah, apparently my wife went into town yesterday and it was bedlam yesterday afternoon with people doing last minute shopping and things. I was looking after our older child at that time. Went out for an end of term kind of like treat for her, which is what our little tradition is, and just reviewing the year as you do, which is what we were doing. So yeah, drop me a comment in terms of what's been going on for you this year. I'm kind of glad to get to the end of this year. It's been full on my channel. You know, you may have known me as the Tech Packer, and the travel stuff was kind of like working okay, but it was hard to do. It was hard to kind of like fit in the travel with a young family, and I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I want to make that the main focus of my channel anymore, because it just felt like a lot of pressure to keep traveling, and I felt like I was missing out on time with the kids. So it's probably going to be a little bit less of that this year. I do have a trip booked into Japan, which is just irresistible. I just love going to Japan, I really do, and so that was not going to go. But hey, take a look over there. That's a really nice scene just over there if you haven't seen it yet. And this is a new kids playground that's just been refurbished and everything here. And on that side you'll see the CBD. I mean, Wellington's a small city, it's a capital city, but really in the grand scheme of things, there's fewer than 300,000 people who live in the kind of like Wellington city area. The Wellington region, it's a bit more, it's probably just over 300,000, but that's still pretty small. In New Zealand, we only have one city that's over 1 million people, and it'll probably stay like that for quite a while yet. So yes, it's been an interesting year on the channel, but I'm grateful for everybody who has stuck with me, and there are a few of you. which is really nice. It's a really great feeling, and I love chatting in the comments. So yeah, feel free to make a comment on this video, and I will get around to replying. It is just me running this channel, and as I say, I've got 3 kids, and we're just kind of balancing all of those aspects of life, as well as kind of trying to run the channel and grow the channel as well. I do have some exciting developments that are coming up next year. If you've been watching this long, well done. You're the first to know. Well, you kind of know that something big is going to happen next year. I'll hopefully be able to tell you something in the next few weeks when it actually happens. But yeah, stay tuned. Fingers crossed. You'll see something really exciting and excellent happening from us. So these people are in some kind of team. You can see them here in front of me. Who are touring along, and there's another boat here. Marine salvage and collectibles, it says. And it's called the Seawolf, Wellington NZ. Never heard of it, but interesting. So yeah, over here is where you kind of like come and hire all your canoes and stuff like that for if you want to kind of kayak around the harbour. Just around this time of the day is a good time to do it, but it looks like it's not quite open yet. So we'll just cut through here and we'll have a look at where the ferries set off, which is just over here. So these are the ferries that just go across the harbour to places like Days Bay and Eastbourne. So we'll just have a look over here. As the breeze picks up, you can see the flags fluttering a bit here. And we'll just come to the ferry stop. We'll have a little walk along here. And we'll just let you have another look around what's going on here. So yeah, I feel pretty fortunate that I actually got a window of the weather. I did mean to try and film this late last week, but it would have been impossible. There is possibly another window on Monday, but then that's it until the weekend just before New Year's, I think. And I wanted to get this out there before then because I wanted to make another one around New Year's. So yeah, it's just trying to pack everything in. Can be difficult, you know, running a channel like this and making sure that I'm getting content out, but also not overwhelming people too. So yeah, here's where the ferries go to and from. There's one of them there. I think that one's the new electric one. It's got Meridian on there, which is like one of the electric companies. So yeah, that's one of the new electric boats, and here's one of the old fossil fuel ones here. I'm not sure if that's been chartered to do something today, but yeah, we'll just come along here to the end. You'll see the docks over there, and that's where the big ferries that go to South Island, they come to and from there. And then there's the container point there, and in the distance over there there's Sky Stadium, which is where the rugby matches, football matches and occasional cricket matches happen too. There's a restaurant just here opening up for the day, and we'll just come and have a final look at the harbour here. Just wander over this side and you'll see the police launch is just over here in the corner by that yellowy brown building. See if anything happens on the water, that's where they go from. And just a final, I'm using the carbon fibre action stick today with the X4, just in case you're wondering which selfie stick I'm using. So here we have it, Wellington Waterfront, Wellington Harbour, Saturday morning at the end of 2024. Thanks for watching. See this video next.